We cannot control the circumstances. We can't control the people around you. We can't control the conditions around you, but we can control only one thing, our choice. We can choose the right attitude. The decision that we make in our life, that is what the life is all about. The decision, even if it's a little one, even if it does not change the course of our life, it has an impact in our life. So choice, it's a really important one. So the moment when I see these two books for the day, the first one is The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wife. And everyone must have noticed that picture. The three ladies are walking ahead, and then after that, one lady is about to join into that clan. What it says that three girls and one Baba Segi. So does it say that the choice that women have in the society is it limited? The men got more options. Rhyme advertisement, everyone must have heard, right? Rhyme makes a man perfect. So even for a woman's life, what makes it perfect? Is that a husband, or is that more than that? Anyhow, we have many things to look into it today. Amazing day that gonna be. So let me just share my screen and give you an insight into ebookery. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. All right, I will just quickly wrap up through with this. Brain City, everyone knows it. It's an online platform to bring out our favorite authors and their perspective in a making. One second. All right. So this is our Brain City team. It is founders are Faisal Ibrahim and Anil Thomas. And we have very active volunteers along with us in this journey. And this is the entire ebookery team. Since we are running out of time, I'm not going through the list. And these are the quick snapshot of the sessions that we had all this while, right from the first chapter until the last chapter. You would be able to see it over here. The last session that we had was chapter 39. So this is another landmark chapter, which is chapter 40th. So this is a story time. So Leta, you got any story to share over here, or you want me to share anything related?
Kindly go ahead. Go ahead, Niyaz.
All right.
We love your narration.
All right. It is a story that I must have heard during my elementary schools. I don't know whether this is a very serious story or it's a very simple story. Anyhow, you just take it, and if you can get some insight from that story. There was a businessman in Italy. This businessman, one second, I'll just close this. I guess we are done with this. So I can see everyone off here. Okay. There was a businessman in Italy. And he was a very poor businessman. He owned a lot of money. He had a lot of debt. He was owing a lot of money to a money lender. A money lender was a very old man and very ugly man. The money lender always had an eye on the younger daughter of the businessman. So one day he gave a proposal saying that I will marry your daughter. So I will wipe off the complete debt that you are having it. The poor businessman had no other choice. He had to accept it. When he came home, his younger daughter, Michelle, completely rejected it. He said that one, no, I can't go for it. The money lender came home and pressurized her and gave her an option that, I'll do one thing. I have one bag with me. I will put two pebbles in it. One is a black, another one is a white. When you take a black one, the complete debt I will wipe off, but you need to marry me. If you take the white one, I will wipe off the complete debt, but you don't want to marry me. So this guy was very tricky. What he did, he took two black pebbles and put in his bag. Our young Michelle saw that. The young Michelle did not know what she wanted to do. She had only three choices. The first one was completely reject it, but that would not help her father to get freedom from the debt. Second one is that to take the both pebbles out and show or expose the money lender, saying that he is cheating. But that also will not help her father. She had the third choice. That is what she applied over here. She put her hands into that bag confidently, took a stone, and deliberately she dropped it to the mix of other stones. Then she took that bag and showed to the middleman that what is left out over here is the black one. So what I picked is white one. So you got no options, only one option. I can't marry you, but you need to wipe off the complete debt. So life would give you a lot of choice. It is not one. So you need to go deep into it. Any circumstance, any condition, or any people that you confront in your life. So have 1, 2, 3, 4 option and get the best out of this. All right, guys, this is a very small story, which I heard it in my elementary schools. Anyhow, I hope you got some kind of insight into it. This is a story. So
Lovely
without
story,
much.
Niyas, and relevant for the
Mhm.
current times.
Oh, thank you so much, Sulada. So it's a time for us to invite our two vibrant speakers of the day. So Sulata, please do that honor. Call
So
Anil Thomas too.
yeah, we will, Anil, it's Anil's platform. So he will do justice. Over to you, Anil, to introduce
Thank you, Nia.
Rogers.
Thank you, Sulada. Ladies and gentlemen, yet again, we are with two brilliant minds, two great personalities, two community leaders. I would emphasize on that, two community leaders and two thought-provoking books. First speaker for the day, Rogers Otieno, coming all the way from Kenya, a civil service officer, something like our IAS officer in India, founder of Uzanko Friends. He will explain more about Uzanko Friends, manager ebookery Africa. An African-born poet, Lola Shellin makes her fiction debut with The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives, a sensitive, audacious, and eye-opening novel of polygamy in modern-day Nigeria. The fights, rivalries, complex family politics, and the interplay of personalities and relationships within the complex private world of polygamous union come to life in The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives. Scientific studies, just to clarify it, classify the human breeding system as primarily monogamous, with the cultural practice of polygamy in the minority. It is there, it is still there in many parts of the world, based both on surveys of world populations, and is a very sensitive topic. Friends, help me in welcoming Rogers to handle such a topic.
Right. Thank you so much, Major. With this, we would like to move on to our own Guna sir for the second book. Guna sir is not a stranger over here. He is our own senior volunteer for the team or family, Brain City family. So in order to invite Guna sir, I would like to welcome Anil Thomas sir once again here, please.
Thanks, Rogers sir. Thanks, Niaz. Guna sir, first of all, let me apologize to you because you are so late on this platform. Are you living a purposeful life? This is a question to all of us. Many of us live our lives without really probing the original purpose of our very existence. Yet we make decisions that impact our chances for failure or success. Book Life Choices, Manage Your Choices, Manage Your Life, authored by Shad helmstetter, provides methods and practices to help solve these problems. This book is designed to be used in choosing love, success, and happiness, changing thought patterns, and in cultivating a good attitude. Guna Shegaran, popularly known as Guna Sir, works for Ministry of Agriculture for the past 27 years, NLP trainer, psychotherapist, hypnotist, magician, memory trainer, fond of books, with a master qualifications in agricultural psychology, applied psychology, agricultural entomology, NLP trainer, trained in REBT as a freelance translator, developed Tamil menus for Google 2005 MS Office and Tamil SMS. It is Tamil, not Tamil. I'm sorry for that. SMS for mobile phones. Welcome, Guna sir, on to ebookery platform.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anil, and thank you very much, Niaz. And I owe my gratitude to Mr. Faisal Ibrahim for creating this wonderful opportunity. And this book, I am Gunashekaran, and good morning, good evening, because people are from different time zones. And I have chosen this book, Life Choices, Manage Your Choices, Manage Your Life. And this book has touched me a lot since I read this book. And this is about me, and Mr. Anil told everything about me. And I am a diehard fan of Shad Helmstetter, the author of Self-Talk. and his magnum opus I consider as What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. This has been translated in more than 60 languages around the world. And he has written more than 30 to 40 books, and most of these books are million books sold. That means Neuroplasticity, 365 Days of Self-Talk. All these books are also published in different languages. And this book, Life Choices, is published by HarperCollins and Pocket Sister book. It contains 273 pages, and it is first published in 1992. And in brief about what it contains. It contains 25 chapters and easy to read, separated with bold quotations and workable exercise, clear and lucid writing. And the presentation is very, very simple, and you can complete within overnight, and you can read line by line. So before reading line by line, I would like to quote one simple example by the famous film director Akira Kurosawa. So Akira Kurosawa is a famous Japanese film director and mentor for so many celebrities in the filmmaking. What he does, while reading a book, he underlines and important points and makes a separate notes in another notebook. And this another notebook forms the screenplay or dialogue for his next film. So since I read about Akira Kurosawa, all the time I read page by page, line by line, and I make my own interpretations. So coming to the book Life Choices, what is inside? And it starts with the story of Nancy and T-Nancy, and I have made this just because we have plenty of choices in fonts and colors. So let me start the review. There were in ancient times, there were two people, Nancy and T-Nancy, orphaned twins, left in the steps of a palace. And these twins and the king and queen were without kids, so they raised their children as their children. As a part of legacy, they given deck of 12 cards and raised them happily. At the age of 12, they have advised to take the help of these cards and make choices. Both Nancy and T-Nancy left home and to seek their fortunes. Nancy read each and every card and followed and made a choice, while T-Nancy did not. Why? The gift given by Nancy was opened and read by line and followed every day. And what is written on these cards? And if you want to know, if you are very curious to know, I would like to show you. I quoted only a few cards, and because of the time constraint, choose your strength. Option A, I am strong. B, I am not strong. Choose your honesty. I am honest. B, I am not honest. Choose to believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I don't believe in myself. Choose your goal and direction. I have chosen my goal and direction. I know what it is. I have not chosen my goal and direction. Choose to accept others as they are. I accept others as they are. And option B is other. I do not. Likewise, he has mentioned 12 cards. He has given 12 cards. So finally, when Nancy and T-Nancy came, Nancy was chosen as the king. And how he was chosen as the king that we'll see at the end of this lecture. And next one is truth about choices. Whether we have choices. Yes, we have the choices, but we don't have free will. Someone is controlling all the time. We are always on the autopilot mode. See, imagine yourself, you are sitting in the driver's seat, but someone is driving your car. That's what happens. We have potential to make our own choices, but we never do. Why? First of all, for this, you need to know who are you and what you want. In the chapter 2, he has given a questionnaire that you can fill it up by your own words. At the end, you will come to know what is inside your mind. One key takeaway from this chapter is, whatever you tell to your brain believes, whether it is true or false, good or bad, positive or negative. The job of the brain is just to do it. And dilemma of free will. We have already said we don't have free will. The computer is programmed with the software, but our brain is an organic. It receives information from the birth, designed to accept, store, and electrically imprinted. Why young criminals are there? Because they are the product of negative programming. Everybody knows that law breaking is dangerous, and they know the consequences. Right or wrong, they will know, but free will is not available. They are choosing the wrong path. Free will is available, but they are not using it. They need to override their programs. And all the mental programs that we have today is told by others. And this self-talk. So it is like a computer. When you give the wrong programs, you'll get the wrong answers. That means garbage in, garbage out. So if you want to change your work programs, you can override the old programs by creating new self-talk. You can make a challenge. For example, you can, if you want to change something, you can write it in 3x5 index cards as an affirmation, and you can read at every opportunity for the next 3 weeks. Your attitude will change slowly. And you always look at your new choices. We always say that I don't have any choice. But here the author gives more than hundreds of such choices, from the education till everything he has given. It is printed in the book that you can read. And conscious choices gives clear results. Why we are not making conscious choice? First of all, we do not know whether we have a choice at all. Then you can make a choice. Only when you are conscious about the choice, we can make a better choice. So then you can make a choice. Here, the process of making choice is given. You want to decide something, you ask your unconscious mind. There's a search engine inside your mind. It is searching all the available options, and it is stored in the form of files. These files are created through self-talk and also through our past experience. And it does voting one by one, and it selects the best one according to the past experience and self-talk. So the unconscious choices are made within a fraction of a second, and you are done. Can you make conscious choice? Who is voting on my decision? My unconscious mind. So what are the programs that you have in your mind? It makes your decisions. So you can make conscious decisions. The people who have this self-belief, self-esteem, personal responsibility, and positive workable attitude, they can make conscious choices. You need to have more exposure, more options. Your ability to make new choices, you can make conscious choice. And self-evaluation. What are the things that I can make choice? And normally we say every day morning I'm going to the office, every day I'm making, I don't have a choice. Here is given more than hundreds of choices that you can make. It is available in the book. And every day you can make hundreds of choices. Whatever you choose, you might as well enjoy it because it is your own choice. And choice of attitudes. You have made a choice and you are doubtful about your choice. Then you can ask all these questions. How do I feel about this? How I would like to feel about this? How to choose to feel about this? Situations are all the time neutral. Your attitude is not neutral. And you have made a choice and you want to put it into action. There also, whether you have a doubt, self-doubt, what you want to do. Then you can ask all these questions. What you will do with your choice? What I'm doing about this? What I would like to do about this? And what I'm going to do about this? You can ask all these questions. It is not all the time you need to ask all these questions whenever you have a self-doubt performing these actions. And this is the beautiful part in this book, that is pattern of your success. Pattern 1 is choices that you build up. And pattern 2 is the choices that pull you down. And the pattern 3 is choices that help break even. So you need to be pattern 1 person all the time. For that, he gives 10 steps to become a pattern 1 person. Decide the pattern that you want. Is it working? You need to check. Look at the choices, make a list, recognize the old programs, decide the programs to work on. Practice pattern 1 choices, assess your progress, set clear goals for pattern 1, reward yourself along the way. And he is described in detail in this book. This is an awesome topic and it has given me a beautiful thing. That means give yourself the complaint break. When you complain, you create programs in your mind that work against you instead of for you. If you have the strong feeling and emotions, there will automatically set off natural chemical response that will affect your thoughts, attitudes, behaviors, and stress level, and even the physiological process, your physical health and well-being. Every day, if you make 15 minutes of complaint, at the end of the year, you will make 5,000 minutes of per year of negative programming. So you can choose not to complain. Your energy is a treasure. You need to use it wisely. Gains of not complaining, it describes that you will get additional 5,000 minutes of quality time. You can make better choices either at home or office. You can take a complaint break. You can make small complaints, but like whether it's not good, something like that. But all the time you're complaining about every person is not good. It is a negative programming for your mind. And next comes manage your choices, manage your life. You can teach kids choice management in school curriculum, the basics of self-management, how the brain is programmed, the skill of making choices. Even Bill Gates once said that his parents allowed to make choice at the age of maybe at the young age. So he made a choice to become a billionaire or computer programmer. And while making choices, whether the choice is good, he can ask all these questions. Is this a choice? Whether the choice is mine? Why you made this choice? Something like that you can ask all these questions. Controlling of emotional choice. Emotional choice are always wrong. That is why we say love is blind. And you can have the choice of anger also, whether you want to have anger or not. You can have the choice of fear also. So the great people like the emperor, the Akbar the Great had some standard mechanism to control the emotional choice. He instructed his generals not to carry out emperor instruction when he is in emotion. Suppose emperor says, you execute this fellow. Immediately, the soldiers will take him out of sight, and after some time they will come and ask, Emperor, your highness, you said you want to execute this fellow, can we do it? The emperor will think and say, no, not this time, leave him, something like that. So our emotional choice is always wrong. Intuitive choice. Intuitive choices are also good, but we have some myths. Some people have intuition. Some people don't have. It's not so. All the people have intuition. And there is another myth called women have more intuition than men. No, all people have intuition. Some, they just listen better, that's all. Intuition is accidental, that happens by chance. No, it's a natural product of physiological functioning and thinking. Intuition cannot be controlled naturally. No, it can be enhanced through meditation. That is the point is giving. And winning choice never stand alone. Today you made a choice, but the same choice will not be good all the time. So because the situation has changed. So you need to change the choice all the time. So he says the winning choice never stand alone choice. And choices in the language of self-talk. This author, Shad Helmstetter, is the author, is a prominent speaker in self-talk, and he gives a lot of insights into this self-talk, and you can get a lot of knowledge from this topic. Love is a choice, but there is a bigger choice or smaller choice. It doesn't matter. You need to make a choice. We are all the time our mind telling to our mind that I am unlucky, I am not lovable, I am unsuccessful, fate. Love is a choice, but love is a choice. We need to decide. Say every day, I choose to be successful today. I choose to have love today. I choose to be happy today. That you need to tell often, every day. And success is a choice. Yes, success is also a choice. What does success mean to you? Who determines your success? What are the reasons for choosing or not choosing to be successful? Are you successful now? Are you living for tomorrow? All these questions you can ask, and he gives a clear explanation for all these questions. And happiness is also a choice. And happiness is an attitude. And happiness is always up to the individual, because Dalai Lama has written a beautiful book on this topic, on the art of happiness, and you can read that one. You can be happy all the time because you don't need a reason to be happy. You can see in the streets, a lot of people have very less money. They are happy all the time. And we need so many things for to be happy. And this is the highlight of this book, your personal book of choices. Here, the author has given more than around 10 to 15 pages where you can write your choices in each and every topic. And you can reread those choices. And once you write, you will get focused on your thoughts. And last one is the final choice. Why Nancy succeeded and why Nancy did not. Both were kids given the same chances. But why did Nancy did and Nancy did not? Life is a series of choices that builds up, pulls down, or helps to break even. Every moment is a choice. Choices we make today and tomorrow or every moment creates a picture of who you are and what you want and what you will do with what you have. The two choices before Nancy anti-Nazi were, I believe that I can. I believe that I cannot. That he choose and that I cannot. So you can, if you reverse the Nazi and T-Nazi, you can see that it is I can and I cannot. So we are born with all potential to make incredible choices, but it is our choice and our life. Today we have this, all the people are here. We have made a choice to be in this place. And before ending this session, I would like to quote a small quote from Mahatria. What happens to us is an event. How we process, perceive, and interpret that event becomes our experience. Being pushed out of the train at St. Peter's Marisburg railway station in South Africa was an event. Gandhi could have gone into depression. However, the way he chose to process, the perceive and interpret that event becomes the turning point, not only for him, but also for a great nation. It is written by the Mahatria. And thank you very much. Let's make better choices, have a better life. Thank you so much. Niaz Ali is a very good friend of mine. And Mr. Anil Thomas is always encouraging, all the time is encouraging. Madam Sulata. And all the Mr. Dr. N.C. Rajamani is a very mentor for me. And you can ask anything that you want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank
That
you
was
so
wonderful, Guna sir. Truly wonderful. Enjoyed the review of the book. For a person, I have always maintained that whatever choice that you make in your life, ensure it brings you inner happiness and peace. If it doesn't, then that is not the right thing for you. So in many ways, you have explained the same thing, more or less. Quite happy to hear the book review.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
wonderful, Guna sir. The point which I truly liked was the 24th point. Think on a paper. When you want something, you have a many choice in our life. We might not even have a thought about it. But when we start writing our options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you would see that we have an options, options after options after options after option after to choose one among it. It was amazing thing on a paper. And the last slide was really reflective, the difference between even an experience, how we need to put our perspective, how we need to interpret, how we need to process that. That was amazing, sir. Amazing insight in a very
Yeah.
few minutes. So can I have a Geeta Nigam here to share her views on that review?
Yes, sir. And I had heard the last few 10 minutes and I was amazed to listen as though my whole internal thinking, my heart, my intuition, my conscience, and everything was laid open before. I mean, it was so wonderfully, you had analyzed everything so well, it's so psychological, so much motivational, so much, you can say, reflecting a personality, reflecting something, just opening the mind of the individual. Whoever is going to read all these in your books, he's surely going to get a lot of motivation and inspiration, he will get something, solution. If he's in some problem, he will surely get certain solution. Thank you very much, sir. You're so dynamic, I should say. You're so great. I'm highly grateful to you, sir, for speaking
Wonderful,
so
wonderful, Geeta ma'am. Wonderful.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much
lot
for these
for that
wonderful words, Geeta ma'am. Thank you so
kind and
much.
appreciating words.
Actually, for
Guna sir, I
me,
need to add one more thing along with that one. You are truly a professional reviewer. The way how you dissected that into the slides was amazing. Yes, please go ahead. Someone was about to speak.
no, actually for me, this is the best example for how to do the book review. Number one, and number two, in future, if anybody want to do the book review in Tamil, I will ask them to see this one first. Then only they can come and participate in Tamil Namaste
That's
program.
fantastic.
It's
Very,
really
very,
very
very
good.
good.
And only one question I want to ask Mr. Guna: to be or
Yes,
not
sir.
to be? That is a very big one. So when we are making the decision, sometimes we have to make we cannot make the decision because of the fear.
Yes.
Whether I can make this decision, self-talk will also sometimes is good, sometimes very bad also. When we want to make the decisions, The self-talk is sometimes really horribly working on us. Oh, if you do it like this, then this kind of thing will come, that kind of thing will come, like that fear. So from this book, how to eradicate, how to eliminate, how to really negate that kind of fear when we are making the right choices.
The one simplest thing, you need to do meditation. Because when your self-talk is bad, that means there is automatic negative thoughts are coming into your mind. That will all the time, it will hamper you. Automatic negative thought. That means when somebody says something, immediately a thought will come to your mind. That is called automatic negative thoughts in psychology. That will hamper you, definitely. Then positive affirmations and meditation, that will help you a lot in overcoming this. This is my personal observation. It is not from the book. It is my personal observation. You need to meet more people. You need to see more people. You need to hear to more people. Then your knowledge gets improved, and all these things will come down.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, can we call Professor Mamta?
Ravi.
Yes, Ravi has raised his hand.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Guna sir, for the excellent review. Thoroughly professional. It's a core professional work and a lot of learning for us. And really like the choices and their deep diving, how to segregate them, and really arrive at our real choices for our life. Thank you so much. Very useful. And I really like the way it is said about Mahatma. So life is all about events. It is statistically a probability theory. So things will are bound to happen. You cannot really change that. Okay. So it is. We have to remember that we have to be at the right time, right place, with the right skill sets. So that is probably the luck, which is called luck. Something may not happen, but we need not worry about that and go into depression. But take up the other path, which is always there. We forget to take the choice. So it's a revelation for us. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank you so much for this wonderful word, sir. Thank you.
Who else, Niyaz?
Professor Mamta, can you call Niyaz?
Yes, we would like to hear from Professor Mamta, please.
Oh, yeah. Good evening to you, all of you. I'm from Indore, Professor Mamta Chandrasekhar. Really, it was very good, I can say, way of the talking, and the topic is so motivational, you know. The choice, really, many times we couldn't know how to do what to do, where to go. So this book very helpful, I think, in this way. And sir, your way of talking and your way of explanation is very wonderful. I'm so impressed, really. So sir, thank you so much to explain in this easy way. And I can say that Anil sir is a very good person who choose very good person to say all these things. So sir, thank you so much. I'm very grateful to listen all these things, and many things that I can do and I can't do. This is very basic phenomena of our life. When we think that I can do, really we can do actually. So I'm very I can say agree with the heart that this is the truth. And usually I in my own life, when I teach to my students, usually I tell them, better you can do this. So this is very good thing, sir. So I also impressed and learn a lot from your lecture and from the review of the book, and I learn the way of the speaking, etc. So thank you so much, sir. And thank you, Anil sir. You have given me opportunity to say something before all of you. Thank you so much for each and everything.
Thank you so much,
Professor. That was really wonderful. Yes, ICANN is much more powerful than IQ. Thank you. Thanks a lot to remind us that particular thing again over here. Can we have Odiampo here? Odiampo, are you there?
Yes, I'm around.
Yes, James, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Getting the insight of this book, it is quite a good book for me, and Looking at the level of motivation that it gives to the reader, for me, it is a very good recommendation, especially to the scholars, that if you want something, there is no room to give up. And that is a very good lesson for me.
Good.
Yeah, please, Sulata, please go ahead.
Well, despite the late start, it looks like we are almost done in time. Anybody else would like to come forth with the reviews?
No, I would like to hear from Guna sir that, before he read the book and after he read the book, what are the things that he changed in his life?
Yes, it's while reading the title of the book, I was a little bit hesitant. Why? What is about choices? These English people all the time they take a simple word and they write 5, 10 books. Why? I was all the time wondering. Then I tried through Amazon and I could not get the fresh copy. So I got the second one. The day one I got the book, and that night I completed with a lot of underlines, and he has given a lot of quotations. That is very, very awesome, and it's really wonderful. And every time I make a choice, even now I am talking in front of you, and all these topics comes to my mind. Am I making the right choice? Yes. And when Anil spoke to me that I need to present, and I was already given the slot during the month of April or May, and I was not prepared, and immediately I said yes, I will do it. I made a choice. And I never thought that I will be doing it, but anyhow, I have done it. Thank you so much, Anil, for giving this wonderful opportunity. And the team, Niaz, my old friend, and your beautiful
Thank you.
English. I
Thank you,
love
Guna
it.
sir.
All the
We are
time.
not going to leave you. I mean, we have another 10 more minutes over here. And thanks a lot for, bringing the science of the science behind the decision making, the science behind the choice. Truly an insightful session. We would like to hear from Anil Thomas because he's been so consistent with all the chapters over here, the 40 chapters. I believe Anil Thomas is the only gentleman who attended 40 chapters here. So we would like to hear from Anil sir's view on these two books.
Niaz, thank you very much for the kind words. Actually, the captain is captain is as good as his team. So if there is anything good in me, it's you, or it's my team. Okay, and it was a very two powerful books again, two powerful speakers. As I said in the beginning, they're community leaders. So that's the best thing to happen because both of them they know the pulses of people. And next week again we have two books and two great speakers. Dr. T. V. Venkateswaran, a scientist from India. He works for National Institute of Science Communication, and the second one is Sandeep Nath. He's also from the corporate world and inspirational author. We have two great speakers coming again next week, and that's all about from me. Niaz, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anil sir. And we would like to hear from Rogers that this particular book that has been taken for a film adaptation many times, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you share a few things on that? Have you watched that movie or a play?
On the book I presented on, or the one that Guna has presented on?
No, the book that you presented over here, it went for a film adaptation, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't watched.
Have you
Yeah, but unfortunately, I haven't watched the film. The film part
is
of
there
it.
anyone who watched the movie? I mean,
I
I just
just
would like to
read.
see the difference between that book and that film. Which one really did a justice on that? I would like to. Okay, I guess nobody watched the movie. That film. I mean, this book has gone for a film adaptation. I can see the Mahendran raised his hand. Hi, Mahendran.
Yeah, is it audible? Is it
Yes,
clear now?
audible.
Yes,
Very
yes.
clear.
Ooh, great. Yeah. Thank you very much. Mr. Guna's book sharing is amazing. Actually, it felt like he can write another book on the book. So the amount of time what he has spent on preparing that slide and also making it very impactful for us. The style of he created bold color and created all the essence of the points, and that's really great. Thank you very much for this session, and especially the key message what I believe that the entire humanity needs to take us. See, we all have have the millions of years, right from the one cell evolution to this, six sense evolution. So in that case, like, there are more than, several millions types of species are there in this world, and how human is different, and the rest of the species come with the pre-programmed, and we will be able to reprogram ourselves, and that way, like, the choices what we make, the way we live our life, and especially, Mr. Guna has touched the points around. Sorry, my voice is not that clear today. He touched the points around the paradigm, how we can really, override our paradigm, how we can really shift it, and what sort of choices, how the choices are making the huge impact and difference in that. And that's really great. I'm sure, like, everybody needs to learn from that. And both titles are great, and the first speaker also is very, very authentic, powerful, and really looking forward to listen to this recording sometime. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahindran. Truly, it was a fantastic day. Two amazing books that we had. The first book, I mean, this book itself, we can discuss more in a very detail, because the book gives a lot of insight into the conditions of women, especially in the African region. I mean, Sulata, I guess she put it right, her contribution very well into that, because she is someone who has written a book, and that is, an amazing book. Even I also participated in her book launch, which was there in the last week, and it was truly overwhelming. I had to wait to get my turn into it, because the room was completely full, and I had to wait for it to get into that room. Amazing, guys. Another wonderful day we had. So before we say goodbye, I would like to hear from once again Gunasa, that how has been your experience on ebookery? I mean, you are not new to ebookery, but today as a presenter, how has been your experience in a few words?
And this is awesome. I never expected such an experience. Really, it's a very good experience. And for this, I made a lot of preparations, many rehearsals I did. And it gives me a lot of pleasure, as if I achieved something. And during the last year, during the 5 a.m. club, I wrote one affirmation that I should present in an international forum, and that has become the reality now. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, especially Anil Thomas, Faisal Ibrahim, and Niaz, and Shanish. I am very thankful, and Sulata Madam. And my mentor, I can say, Mr. Dr. N.C. Rajamani, and the person who introduced me to this platform, Mr. Major V.B. Narayanan, and my friend Mahendran. I am thankful to each and every one of you, because around the world, there are millions and millions of people are there, and only these people are chosen to be here. They've chosen the time to be here. I'm thankful for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gunasa. Niaz, one thing, let me just button. One thing that I found very contrasting here is that we are talking about two sides of the same coin, choice. Correct. The first book talks about how the women are given no choice but forced into a marriage. And the second book is elaborating on what kind of choices we have: intuitive choice, meditate, sharpen, hone your skills. You have a range of choices, so it's like a paradigm shift from what we saw in the first book to the second one. So I believe the choice of the books for review itself in that perspective is quite good, because it gives us two different dimensions to ponder over, food for thought.
One side, the men had all the choice.
Yes, truly. How imbalanced the scale is. Well, the world will change soon. We are already there.
Yes.
Fine. So that's wonderful to be on this platform.
Gunasa, you taught us a lesson that it is not the intelligence that matters. It is the direction of that intelligence that is matters.
Very true. Very true.
True.
I'd like to move on to Rogers, please. Rogers.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to ebookery family for the time, the mentorship. I want to say thank you to Mr. Anil Thomas, who we are moving together to make Africa ebookery chapter also grow to the level of this. And it's amazing. It's a good opportunity for me to grow and to network with you, family. Thank you very much.
Okay, one final question to Mr. Anil Thomas. As Mrs. Sulata told, did you program it actually one for without choices, another for with choices? Is it accidental?
No, sir, it all happens. I call
That is
it
his
as
choice.
law of, yeah.
That is
I
our
call it-
choice.
It's your choice. It's your choice, basically. Yes.
Okay, one thing I just want to tell you, based on this make choices, one popular cinematographer and director Jiva, he is no more. He did one movie 12B. I think the Tamil knowing people will understand the 12B movie. The 12B movie is the heroine is coming in the bus. Whether if he gets into the bus, we does not get into the bus. The story goes like that. If you have the time, just watch the movie. Then that will be the perfect example of the make choices. Thank you.
All right, Rajamani sir, to make it very simpler. All right, guys. So thanks again, once again. Thanks once again to every one of you. You guys really made this a fantastic session, especially our two presenters, Guna sir and Rogers. And as every time say that one, now we are just 24 members. This is not the session that we need to contain with the 24. We need to get at least 100 people in this session. So it's a shared responsibility of everyone. Please, share this poster with everyone of that that people would be interested in these type of an activities, because what we are doing over here, it is not just a book review. Book review you may able to get it from YouTube, you may able to get it from other sites, but here we are really flexing our cognitive muscles. People like Rajamani, people like Major V Narayan, people like Gunas, they are all contributing their ideas into it. Just the way Gunas said that, in order to calm your mind, you need to do the meditation. That is not from the book. This is, when he read the book, this came in his mind out of his perception. So these type of things you will get it, the pebbles of wisdom. So please have more. We need to have more people. The more the people, the better would be the session. The more the people, better would be the entertainment and the fun and the information that we are going to have it. So it's a fair responsibility. Once again, I'm reminding everyone over here, please, including me, we need more members. Please, next time, at least inform at least one person and invite them as a volunteer. Assume the responsibility of a volunteer, of a leader, and invite them at least one. And most importantly, you need to come over here. Thank you so much, guys. Bye, bye from me. Hi, Sulata. You can say sign out.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. To those who have been here to make it vibrant and more active, heartfelt thanks. So we will look forward to seeing you all next week. So signing off for now. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for wonderful hosting.